All right, let's talk
Yeah.
Lakers here for a second.
So Luka and the Lakers struggled against the Jazz. They obviously beat them the other day, and they got popped in the mouth last night. So Luka had 16, 4 and 4. Like went 6 of 13, 1 of 5 from free throw, and 5 turnovers in 23 minutes. So he came out and said we can go very far. Obviously, today I felt a little bit rusty. 2 games back from my injury, turnovers, missed free throws. So I got to do way better. How you feeling about your guys over there in yellow?
So listen, that was a bad loss. There's no way around it. You have no
You could see
business
why.
losing. Say it again.
You could see why. I mean, like
Tell me why.
The Jackson Hayes going down pretty early. The Jazz were obviously just way too big for him. Like, and they need to
listen.
go grab a big man.
It was all of that. It was also, all-star game. All-star game being
Kinda
around
slacking.
the corner. Yes, that. And Luka is getting back into. I know this sounds awful. He right now actually is out of shape because he is coming off 6 weeks out with a lower body injury, and that's what's going to happen. And so he's getting his rhythm. Look, they're trying to figure out how to play with each other. Alex Lynn, fresh off the buyout market, is with the team. Jackson Hayes gets popped in the face. He obviously is. Then he's out, and the Jazz just clock you. It's a bad loss in this regard. The Jazz are horrendous, and every single game here matters. Like, they won last night, they would wake up this morning and they're still the 4 seed with the same number of losses as Denver. Because they lost last night, they're the 5 seed, and they're 2.5 behind Denver. So it does matter, and I'm not. But they had won. What did they won? 9 in a row. So you'd won 9 in a row. You're fitting Luka in. Last night's game does not make me worried about the Luka LeBron fit. I don't think we've seen anything close to what that fit is going to be because we haven't seen Luka be Luka yet. Luka hasn't played 25 minutes in a game. Luka hasn't gotten rolling yet. So that'll take time. The question is, are they just going? When the trade was made, we all said they needed to add a big. They then thought they added a big in Mark Williams. They didn't. By the way, did you see that drama? That Dave McMenamin said to Rich Eisen yesterday that the Hornets are still trying to argue that trade should go through. And Rich Eisen asked him, what does that mean? You bring in a third-party doctor? And Dave McMenamin said that the way he understands it is the NBA would hold, quote, something of a mock trial where both teams would present their cases and an arbitrator would rule. Now that's
okay.
I've never heard of that. If that's the case, they got to air that All-Star weekend. We got to see the Lakers Hornets mock trial where they're like, hey, here's what's the problem with Mark Williams' injuries. So, point is, and by the way, the Lakers must have massive concerns with that dude's injuries because they clearly need a center.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, and they're trying to get the Jazz. I mean, not the Jazz, but the Magic trying to get rid of him. I think doesn't make it any better. There is something, or the Hornets. But if he goes back there and they use him, if they're going to use him, why can't the Lakers just take him? You need a big man.
Well, he went from not being on the injury report to now this past game for the Hornets listed out with an injury. And I could be wrong. I don't think the Lakers are arguing he's too injured to play this very moment.
No, something's eventually going to happen is what they're saying.
Not only something's eventually going to happen, but he is playing through an injury that either needs surgery or needs to be addressed. So something
Makes
like
sense.
that. So I am not. Last night was a bad loss. Last game for All-Star. You're on a hot streak. Luka's getting his legs under him. I won't freak out about it. But it is a loss that the end of the year, you might be like, damn, I wish we'd have taken care of business against the 12-win Jazz, if we're fighting for seeding. Demonte, there is a follow-up here that I want to get to. This will make people mad probably.
So Bronny, he played in garbage time. He got a couple nice buckets at the end of the game. He had a really nice step back. So give us our Bronny update.
The Bronny update is: are we still going to go crying on television, begging LeBron James to be a better father and stop this farce, or are we going to be like, turns out Bronny is playing exactly like a generic 55th pick of the draft should play. So here's a fun one, DeMonte. I looked it up this morning. Bronny James was the 55th pick of the draft. We're now more than halfway through the season. Where do you think Bronny James ranks amongst rookies in minutes? Let's just start with minutes. And again, this is, a little reductive analysis, but you would
of how many
hope.
Rookies?
I mean, there's a ton of rookies because you have the 58 who were drafted and then all the undrafted kids. But my point is, you would hope that the kid drafted number 1 is near number 1 in minutes and points. You know what I mean? And so he was the 55th drafted rookie. Amongst all rookies, if it was just a generic, guy who you drafted 55th, you would hope you're getting in the moment, I guess, the 55th most production of the rookies. Like that would mean he's playing to his generic draft spot. So, we're at the All-Star break. How's Bronny doing? He is, amongst rookies, exactly 55th in minutes. Oh, okay, well, maybe that's because the Lakers are just, because he's Bron's kid, giving him more opportunities. He's 55th in minutes, but where is he in points? Amazingly, it's crazy that this happened. He is exactly 55th in points. Oh, okay. So he's played, the 55th pick of the draft has played amongst all rookies the 55th most minutes and has the 55th most points. What about other things? Where is he in assists amongst all rookies? And the answer is he is 47th. Oh, right in line, but a little maybe better than you'd have hoped. Where is he amongst all rookies in steals? Right? That feels like a fair question. Oh, he's 44th, the 55th pick of the draft. Okay, where is he in blocks? The 55th pick of the draft, Bronny James, is 42nd. The only category, the 6'2 guard, is not 55th or better amongst rookies, is rebounds, where he's in, I'll pull it up because I gave the exact ones on the other ones. I want to give the exact ones on this one. Bronny James in rebounding is, I had it right here, 63rd. So so he's not playing to his draft. The 6'2 guard's not playing to his draft position in rebounding. And how has the young man done in the G League? Well, the G League's weird because they have this preseason tip-off thing that's a huge chunk of time, and then the regular season begins. So he has played 5 regular season G League games, 33 minutes per game, averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists on 43, 39, 79 splits. Pretty good. So in other words, everyone calm down. The 55th pick of the draft, by any metric you can find, is playing exactly as you would hope the 55th pick of any draft would be playing. That's it. That's all. Is he going to be a star in this league? Almost assuredly not. Is he ever going to be a true rotational player? No way to tell. Was it some farce and some parental nepotism tragedy that we need to go on camera and be like, I beg you as a father to stop this? No. the 55th pick looks like in the G League and in the NBA, like you would hope the 55th pick would look.